And now for something completely different. Well, not entirely. This is another daily quest in Adder's Den. It involves the quartermaster, and what is a little bit different about this one is you're going to need to collect water from the river and then click on burning buildings to extinguish the fires on those buildings, followed by finding the demons that started this fire and engaging and ultimately defeating them before returning to the quartermaster and claiming your reward. Now, again, my level is 14, and for me the reward is 6 crystals and 155 experience. So let's accept this, and we'll head off now. The water. Now, before, you'll notice that the town buildings weren't on fire. If you were in the town before accepting this quest, you'll notice that the buildings weren't on fire, but now you can see these roofs have some flames coming out of them. And basically what you need to do is, there's a river down here, so just so you know where the river is, it would show up on your map if you selected it as the active quest. I don't have it selected as the active quest. I went into detail on how to set quests as active quests in a couple of videos ago, but so that's that. Now, once again, they're using the arcs for placeholders, I guess. This game is in beta, and that could change in the future. But so, when I first did this quest, I said, you know what, this is kind of fun, because most quests, it's like, go there, kill that, come back to me. This one's actually a little bit different, because it involved putting out these fires on the roofs, and at the time it seemed a little original. I suppose once you start doing it every day, it becomes less unique, but still, I'm glad to see there's a bit of variety in the types of quests this game gives you. It's not all search and find sort of stuff. But now, speaking of search and find, I do have to find the demon that started this fire. Okay, it looks like probably over here, because I see some green. Yeah, now the demon moves around. I remember once it was standing right here in front of this building, and then once it was way over here somewhere. And now, today, it's over here by the stables. So, you're going to have to defeat these. Depending upon your relative level, they might be a little tough, but I think you'll make do. Now, all of them are ranged units. So what do I want to do here? I probably should have went after the 96 one. Yeah, because now I don't have my, geez, what's that called? I forgot what it was called. I'll tell you when I get to it. Now this is rather interesting. They didn't actually move yet. Usually ranged units have priority over melee. They really didn't do much damage. A soul mark, that's what I was thinking of. I'd use my soul mark on a unit that I killed all in that one turn. It was a little wasteful. Unfortunately, my archer cannot reach any of these, so I'm going to make it wait rather than just skipping its turn this turn. I can finish off that with a sunray. We're gonna have you wait. Yes, now some of you may have noticed that I turned on manual positioning, let's call it. So now you can manually set which direction your units face in, your melee units. So if I ended up on this space and I wanted to be facing towards the demon instead of like this, you can do it just by clicking again. The game by default does not default to that setting, so as it turns out I'm not going to be able to use the archer anyway. Now, what is important about the positioning of your units is that if you have their back facing to any other unit, be it ranged or melee, those units will be able to score a damage bonus on your units because they attack from behind, which gives you a fairly strong incentive to prevent that from happening. And therefore I turned manual targeting on. It does make the turns take a little longer, but yeah, I think it's ultimately worth it. So there we go. We completed the search for the fire starter by killing them. So maybe that's not so original after all. Either way, I think that was the most interesting quest that I've done so far. That wasn't part of the storyline. I mean, the most interesting daily quest I've done so far. So that quest should be completed. Yes, the Great Fire. There it is. You can only watch 3 quests at a time. So I'm going to watch Great Fire. You can see right there it is. So you have to go back to the Quartermaster and claim the reward. Now units, I mean, you can tell when you've completed a quest because the question mark above their head glows blue. So that is another daily quest that you can complete, and I hope you found it useful. If you have any questions about it, please leave a comment below. Thank you for watching.